Well, Clint, just kind of trial by fire, getting thrown in the fire right after getting hired. What's this been like for you?
It's been good. It's been good. It's been a rush, obviously, man, to be able to get hired and then soon start spring ball. But I've been enjoying it. I'm learning as much as I can, as fast as I can, trying to adapt to the way we do things. But it's been positive. The coaches and the players have made it really easy for me.
What's been the biggest adjustment, or some of the biggest adjustments you faced so far?
I think anytime you're in a new environment, you just got to figure out the way we do things. And I think I'm just trying to figure that out. Obviously, Virginia did things a certain way, and obviously Illinois does things a certain way. So just trying to figure out how that is, and then be as adaptable as possible.
What do you make of your room? What are your early impressions of the group you have at outside linebacker?
Man, I'm thankful I get to coach him. I really am, man. It's a super talented room, and even on my interview, I came and I saw them working out in the morning, the whole group, the whole team, and that outside backer position was one of the few groups that stayed after to do work on their own, which really resonated with me. And then since I've been here, they've been nothing but workers. So there's a lot of talent, obviously, and I think thus far, without having a great initial relationship, they've done everything I asked them to do, so I'm thankful for the opportunity.
Gabe Jacas obviously stands out when you're standing next to him.
Oh, yeah.
But what have you learned about him, and what's his next steps?
Yeah, he's been really, really good thus far. He's physically imposing. You can see that just in his physique. But he's super smart, and he works hard, man. I think one thing you can say about Gabe is Gabe really wants to please, and he wants to be successful. You can kind of see that. So because of that, he allows you to coach him, and he's just trying to find different ways to get better. So I've been really pleased with where he's at thus far.
What are some of the ways that he shows that he really wants this? I mean, he's probably watching Johnny and Keith the last couple of years, being like, I want to be that. Like, how have you seen him kind of embrace it?
Well, he's always in the meetings. He's always taking notes. He asks appropriate questions. Later on in the evening, sometimes I'll go into like a meeting room to prepare for the next day. He's in there watching film. He's watching NFL guys. He's watching college guys. And he's just really working. He's kind of assumed a leadership role within the group. He's breaking it down. So thus far, man, I've been really pleased with him. I've known him for maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, but I couldn't ask for a better kid right now.
Seth Coleman obviously produced at the end of last year. What do you see of him on the field and just in your room?
I think he's in the same boat as Gabe, man. I just had a combo with him. Anytime there's a new coach coming into an environment, I think there's a feel-out process. Like, who is this guy? What is he really about? And I think I got that initially from all of them. And at this point, it feels like I've known them a little bit longer. And, he's been, like, on the forefront of that. And I appreciate that. They could have came in a whole different way. And thus far, like I said, they've received me, and he's been a great worker as well.
Coach B thinks of Alec Bryant as kind of like a third starter. What stands out about him so far, Alec Bryant?
Man, he's been good as well. Man, he's obviously gotten a lot of reps, and he could be a starter. He's that type of talent. But you could put him to the field, you could put him to the boundary. He's been able to manage both positions, and he's adding a lot of value, man. So I think the other day on Friday, he was lights out. He arguably could have been the best player on the field that day. But he's been positive as well, just like the rest of the group. So I got a good group. I've inherited a really good group that I'm thankful for.
That's what I want to ask you about. Is Daniel Brown, he seems unique to that room. What's he bring?
Super unique. He's like a lightning bolt. Man, his stature is different than some of the other kids. But, man, when he gets off that ball, he's explosive. And, he's a quiet kid by nature, but you can start to see him open up and communicate a little bit more and really start to gravitate towards the group. So I think he's another kid who can add a lot of value to our team. There's some versatility as far as what he could do. So I'm glad I get a chance to be a part of his world in regards to coaching as well.